Nityanandam everyone, this is Priscilla, the Kundalini Yogini. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited today to share about a new process I'm going through, which is actually one way of overcoming food, the power of food in your life. It's a process, a yogic process called Nirahara Samyama. I've never done it before actually, even though I've known about it for quite some time, but I've never tried it out, and I've just been feeling so called to do it as of late, the last few months, because actually, interestingly enough, through my own yogic journey in the last few months, my body has actually started to go beyond food. What I mean by that is I actually don't even have a desire for food, and on top of that, I actually don't need it. Like, I have so much energy even when I don't eat, and I can feel my physiology becoming sustainable on its own. I've actually felt this process happening the more and more that I've practiced yoga, and the more hours a day that I actually practice yoga. And so it's led me to want to start this process called Nirahara Samyama. So Nirahara Samyama is a multiple level process, a yogic process where you actually start overcoming the power of food by having a full liquid diet. Means you don't chew any food in the 21 days. So what the process is when you're doing level 1, which is what I'll be doing, is actually very key, the context you're holding and the spiritual process that you're going through on the day-to-day basis. So basically what you're doing is you're transitioning from food as your fuel to your consciousness or spirituality as your fuel. But what I mean by that is, in more tangible terms, what you're doing is you're eating a full liquid diet. You're having a full liquid diet means you're never needing to chew. Having juices, broths, things like this, full vegetarian, but not even to the extent where you're needing to use any part of your mouth for digesting or chewing, okay? Next part of this is watching Satsang every day. So our master, our guru, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, he actually does Satsang. Usually a lot of days he does it live, which is where he does a discourse on spiritual topics. This is a really important process for our consciousness to undergo, to connect into that space of oneness with the master. It gives us that energy and fuel to sustain the process of going beyond food. So whether he has Satsang live or alive, you watch it every day in the morning. Next part is that you do an apajapa, which is chanting. You chant Om Hrim Nithyanandaya Namaha 108 times each day, so that it's rewiring that verbalization in your brain. Your consciousness is actually upgrading through this chanting. And the last component is doing a meditation. It's called the Banyan tree meditation, and where you actually sit and do one pranayama, which is where you inhale through the nose and mouth, retain the breath, hold it as long as possible, and then slowly exhale. You do this for 21 minutes while you're visualizing yourself as the banyan tree. The banyan tree, I've actually made another video about. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out so you can get actual visualization of the tree, because quite frequently the space is undocumented, means usually photos and videos are not allowed there. So definitely check out my video so you can actually get a real visualization of the tree if you're interested in starting this process. And if you're lucky enough, like me, to be here in person, you can actually meditate under the banyan tree as you're doing the banyan tree meditation. So you basically visualize yourself as that tree, getting fuel or energy from life force energy around it, the sun, making your own energy like a plant does. So those are the three main components of the process, along with maintaining a liquid diet. What you actually do is 3 days of all liquids and then 1 day of eating, then 7 days of all liquids, 1 day of eating, and then 11 days of all liquids, 1 day of eating. So that's the process, and I'll put all the information below also in the description if you're interested in starting. I already can feel the powerfulness happening inside me. It really breaks so much inside of you. It'll bring up so much of your patterns, and you'll realize how much is connected to food. We give so much power in our lives over food. So it really is an empowering process to overcome this and start living a yogic lifestyle. And as you get into the further levels, when you actually get into level 2, 3, 4, you don't even have days where you have solid food, and you start to become, what happens to your physiology is you actually go beyond food. Means literally you do not have to eat the rest of your life. You can sustain completely on your own, just like a plant or a tree does, right? You can sustain your life completely as it is, obtaining energy from the life force, the prana around you. So it's extremely mystical and beautiful process, which I'm so excited to embark on. And I'll share all the information with you guys below. Make sure to do the registration form if you're interested in getting started. Today is the first day, April 1st, and it goes to the 21st. So 21 days. And you can sign up and join this group and follow me along my journey. I'll be making video updates on how it's going for me. And I would definitely encourage you guys to try it if you haven't yet also. So thank you guys so much, and I hope this video was informational and helpful for you in taking yourself to the next level in your spiritual journey. Thank you guys so much. Nithyananda.